other side. Break on through to the other side. Break on through to the other side, yeah. We chased our pleasures here, dug our treasures there. Can you still recall the time we cried? Break on through to the other side. Break on through to the other side.
You remember of that first day, besides your tiredness? What are your images from that time?
First of all, I was going in a coffee shop and I asked for Brandenburg Gate. Where is the Brandenburg Gate? This was so necessary for me. First of all, I have to stand in front of Brandenburg Gate. This was, for me, a very high symbolic act. Nothing around. Coffee, Brandenburg Gate. And then we will see what's there.
Mm-hmm.
The gate of destiny for all Germans. I had a lot of exhibitions in the last 25 years with this work, and the communication with the audience. This is a real elixir for me, yeah. And at once, a person came, a man. He was going very calm. He observed, he watched every picture, very intense. And he watched the half exhibition and then we're working behind my desk on the computer, and then I saw him. He collapsed in front of a picture. He collapsed. And we're running to him, and a few minutes later, he was in better condition. We drank coffee, and he explained his story to me about this picture. He was an old Stasi guy. This man, this visitor of my exhibition, was an old Stasi guy. And on this day, his daughter, they had a generation conflict, not a simple, a political. Are you a killer or not? Yeah. And this day, the opening of the Brandenburg Gate was the last day when he saw, by breakfast early in the morning, his daughter. And she was not going to West Germany, she was going to America, to the US, directly. Yeah? And she sent one letter to the mother, not to him, to the mother. Okay, all things are well, I'm okay, don't have sorrows, and so on. And this picture shows this moment. This is the area, totally tabooed area in the former times, in front of Brandenburg Gate. This is the east side. And this wall was full of people, and each other helped for lift up, for standing on the wall, yeah. And it was no space on the top of the wall, and so when they lift up a person, the next person must jump down to the west, because it was no space. And this shows the last moment of his daughter. He does discovered by exhibition his daughter, Gänsehaut, yeah, and he collapsed. This is the last moment in East Germany of his daughter, and they lift her up, and other people were jumping down to the west, and so in the domino effect, they jumped down to the west also, and she started through the US. Yeah. And that's why he collapsed. And he discovered on this expedition 10 years later, also in Potsdam. Und das ist passiert, und deshalb hat dieses Foto für mich eine ganz spezifische Bedeutung. Für den Vater auch. This is the revenge of destiny.
Revenge.
Revenge?
Yes. Revenge of destiny.
Of destiny. For him. This is the miracle of art. Only art can do that. It was a very rainy day.
Yeah.
See, also on other pictures, a lot of people with umbrellas.
Umbrellas, yes.
But we call the situation the tears of heaven.
The tears of heaven.
Yeah, the tears of heaven.
Let me go to one more image as well, and this is one that's you're quite famous for, and one that hangs in your home gallery, if you will, here, and that is that of this gentleman. It's also on the cover of your book. This young soldier looking through the crack in the wall. And if you could read to us, if you don't mind, what he said to you.
You are a border violator. Yesterday, I would shot you for this. Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, in general. Yeah. But the story behind is longer.
Tell us the story.
So this was the first gap on the wall close to Brandenburg Gate. The administration of GDR removed the old soldiers. And at duty were young soldiers, brainwashed from the times of kindergarten. Communist brainwashing, yeah. And these people, these young people, brainwashed people, born in GDR, they had no idea what was before the division of Germany. Yeah? The elder people, not everybody was so fanatic like the younger. This was a special communist education. And so, when the wall came down, they changed the old experienced soldier to young. And you have to know, the wall were constructed exactly 2 meters behind the real borderline. The reason was when GDR must, for example, repair the wall from the west side, it was not possible to cross enemy's territory. Yeah? And so they constructed the wall exactly 2 meters behind the real borderline, and they had poles with signs. You enter East German territory. It's forbidden. So from maybe every 100 meters was a pole with the sign. And so when you touch the wall, you was almost on enemy's territory. Yeah? And that's why he told me, you are a border violator. Yeah? And this young guy, and I provocated him.
What did you say to him?
In communication.
Yeah.
Yeah? And he haven't seen ever camera with a motor winder also.
Ah,
Yeah.
you-
And I tried to make photos from him. And during the discussion, he moved and moved, yeah, for going out of my perspective, yeah, of my camera. And so it was not possible to take a shot of him, yeah. And then I had my camera here, and I provocated him, yeah. And it was by chance, yeah, by experience, I prepared my camera from my stomach here, hanging on my stomach here, in this position. And then I provocated him, and he was frozen in this moment, yeah. And then I bang, 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 bang.
With the
And I had, with the motor winder, 4 or 5 shots of him, this position. And that's why. So I want this fight. Yeah? And that's why he said, you are a brother violator. Yes, I would shot you. Yeah. And he was running away.
right.
Yeah.
But you shot him.
And I shot him. Yeah. I shot him. I shot him.